Yo, Skinny Hardaway 17, back with another EP. And I want to apologize for being a little late this morning, but y'all do your boy a favor. When y'all roll on in, hit that like button for your boy. And this morning, I'm here for a good time and not a long time. I'm here to hit you with a follow up story, a update story. We coming off Javante Davis fight weekend. Last Saturday, we saw Javante Davis reign victorious over Rolly Romero in an extraordinary, exclusive knockout fashion with Rolly Romero. I was highly entertained by the fights this weekend, but and now with all the madness ensuing this weekend, I did find a little, I found a snippet, of information, a snippet, of brightness in the post-fight interview. You know, uh, we all know the press conferences and interviews and the weigh-in for Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero was epic, like on a different level type deal, and they did not cease to amaze at the post-fight press conference either. Did Tank nor Rolly? Rolly said in the press conference that he felt like he won every round up until the knockout. He had some choice words for Tank, called Tank a few names. And he also said that he wanted a rematch with Javante Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Tank Davis stated after the fight that he actually had some respect for Rolly Romero. He didn't go in on him. He didn't go in on him like I thought he would. You know what I mean? He said Rolly Romero had good power. He said Rolly Romero, you know, Rolly Romero made him, have to adjust, a little bit as far as when exactly, he wanted to take him out. You know what I mean? And Leonard Ellerbe also spoke himself, and I like the way that was good. Skills from New Orleans. Shout out my guy, Skills from New Orleans. I like the way that Javante Tank Davis has been being more vocal and more open, about the things that he wants, and more open and more vocal, even in these, press conferences and post interviews and whatnot. Javante Tank Davis showed me extreme patience. You know what I mean in the ring this Saturday. I was highly impressed. I like new Tank Davis. I like vocal Tank Davis. I like Tank Davis. Who's being more assertive. You know what I mean. Speaking of assertive, after the fight, while we on the post fight interview, Tank Davis, Tank Davis, said something interesting to me. He was giving he was talking to him. He was giving a post fight interview, right? And then he said something that was interesting. Now I took it. Now I caught it. Not sure if anybody else was paying attention or caught it. But Tank Davis said that he was referring to TMT and Leonard Ellerbe. He was referring to them as my team. You know, and he stated again that he had the best team in the game in this interview. And also, Leonard Ellerbe had some rather interesting comments that I thought was hella interesting, which kind of leads me to believe that although I'm impressed with this new tank, although that we have a new tank, a more vocal tank, we even had Tank, playing with the crowd. Tank was talking to Teofimo Lopez in the crowd, talking to Ryan Garcia in the crowd, interacting, with the crowd. He was even interacting with his mom. You know what I mean? I like new Tank Davis. I like vocal Tank Davis. I like this energy, from Tank Davis. But Leonard Ellerbe, when it comes to Leonard Ellerbe, it's pretty much the same old shit, just a different day. So what I got from it is that Tank Davis is resigning with the money team. You know what I mean? He referred to Leonard Ellerbe and TMT as my team multiple times. Leonard Ellerbe, I also referred to Tank Davis, as a part of the team. And Leonard Ellerbe said something that I thought was highly interesting. Highly interesting. Now that although I like new Tank, it's still the same old shit with Leonard Ellerbe. Leonard Ellerbe said that Devin and Shakur, and then I'm reading this word for word. He said Devin and Shakur are not big fights, and the reporter asked him, "Will they have the championship belts? Are you guys seeking undisputed?" And the Ellerbe said, "Devin and Shakur are not even big fights, and that nobody cares about those belts for real." So that's the one thing that I didn't like, hearing from Tank and TMT and the money team. This is a big reason why people, wanted Tank to separate from Leonard Ellerbe and the money team in the first place, because they're not putting him in fights that we want to see. And it sounds like Leonard Ellerbe is not even being realistic about the fights that we want to see. You know what I mean? So I hope that congratulations on Tank, re-signing back with the money team. But I hope that the money team and Tank Davis seek, those big name fights that we all want to see for Tank Davis. And the LB also said that whoever Tank fight is going to be a draw. So in one breath, you got Leonard Ellerbe saying that Shakur and Tank not a big fight. You know what I mean? Nobody care about the belts. And then in the same breath, you got him saying, well, whoever we fight is going to be a big fight. You know what I mean? So, Leonard Ellerbe is kind of, being he's not being transparent, and that I feel like that. Man, I'm not mad that Tank signed back. I like Tank. I think Tank just had a good performance. But it's time for Tank to fight those bigger fights. And I think Leonard Ellerbe and the money team are planning to continue to do a lot of the same things that they've been doing when it comes to Tank Davis. And just put him in fights that they want to put him in, and not necessarily the fights that we want to put him in. Leonard Ellerbe also said something interesting in the interview that I didn't like. He said about the fans. He said, "Yeah, I know a few hardcore boxing fans may want to see Shakur and Devin, but it's not a big fight." He said boxing is bigger than the hardcore fan, which kind of sound like to me that Glenn Ellerbe and TMT, they're trying to appease more to the casual fan than to the things that the diehard fans want. And I think that that's a mistake, on their part. And I hope that I'm wrong. I hope things change. You know what I mean? But Tank Davis did sign back with the money team. He is saying all the right stuff. That he wants to fight the guy. He wants to fight these guys. But his management team, Leonard LB, TMT, they're singing the same old tune. They're singing the same old tune, as in whoever Tank fight, is a draw. He even straight up said that Shakur and Devin not a sell. You know what I mean? So I don't like that aspect of it. I have no problem with him signing back to the money team. But the fact that Leonard Ellerbe came right out and said that those two guys aren't biggest fights, which those are the biggest fights that Tank Davis could possibly make, right now. Those are the biggest names that he could possibly make fights with. For Leonard Ellerbe to say that the the people don't care about belts and those guys are not big fights leaves me a cause for pause. But that's all I got this morning. Like I told you, I'm here for a good time, not a long time this morning. It's getting the hard way, certain T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Look.